With the governing body essentially asleep, the humans throughout the universe saw their chance to act up. They knew that there were no longer any repercussions for whatever kind of idiotic behavior they decided to pull. So, throughout the universe, wherever humans were to be found, which was now almost everywhere, these jackasses started to wreak havoc, just like their DNA had always conditioned them to do. It had been a really long time since anybody had made a nuclear bomb, and they'd read all about it, and they were itching to get back to it. Sounded like so much fun. A bomb that could cause that much destruction. How could you go wrong? They'd heard about Nagasaki and Hiroshima and all the other times that nuclear weapons had been used, and they thought it sounded just swell. So many nuclear projects started springing up at this point. Long-range missiles that could travel between galaxies started to be built. They didn't know what they wanted to use them for, but they knew they had to be good for something. The way that they propelled rockets between galaxies, that was the real trick of it. It was Hamburger Propulsion systems that came up with the secret formula, ground chuck. Ground chuck was more explosive and powerful and deadly than any other fuel. The more fat, the better. The development of the bombs and the propulsion system really didn't take all that long, couple hundred years to develop. And once it was developed, they really had to start thinking about how to use it. I mean, why have it if you don't use it? Those old days of just having it as a deterrent, those are long gone, and they built them to use them. They just had to figure out where to point them. One of the neatest things that some humans could think of to do with their new toys was to blow up stars. Just, fuck with the gravity of the universe. It seemed like a really fun thing to do. Just see what happens, just, again, like Nagasaki and Hiroshima, just to see what would happen. The first planet to do so was Shasta Crinkle, and they didn't want to blow up their own star, obviously. So they blew one up that was 3,000 or 4,000 light years away. So the star that they blew up didn't have any life-sustaining planets in orbit around.